the woman reminisces of a simpler time, a time in which she could fearlessly venture to the market, stand elbow to elbow with other Irishmen, and purchase potatoes and cabbage for her favorite meal. She remembers river dancing in pubs until her gillies frayed and tore. She misses the sound of trad music and drinking hot whiskey to warm herself on cool nights. The idea of simply being outside of her home is unimaginable now. She longs for the days of playing camogie with her friends, returning home exhausted, yet content. She wants to ask someone, "What's the crack?" and hug them, as opposed to smiling at them from behind her mask. She wishes she could dress in her best apparel, pin a shamrock to her breast, and attend Mass with her brothers and sisters on St. Patrick's Day. It dawns upon her that she took the annual parades and traditional roast dinner for granted. She laments that the lively nature of Ireland has dulled, her eyes watering as she sees empty streets and the closed National Museum. Her beloved museum, the one that she would spend hours in absorbing the rich history, art, and architecture of Ireland, now deserted, aside from the trademark temporarily closed sign. Her heart breaks as she thinks of the closed theaters and shut down cinema productions and wonders when she'll be able to return to work as a makeup artist. Safety first, she reminds herself. Safety comes first. The safety of the actors, the directors, the crew. Things will go back to normal, she reassures herself. But she does not know if this is true. 2 weeks, they said. That seemed to be a manageable amount of time. She never thought that those 2 weeks would turn into 1 year. Now, she clings to her memories. Memories of a previous life. Memories a different version of herself had. Fearful that her identity will disappear, she replays these memories in her head, refusing to let herself forget what makes her unique, what makes her Irish. She watches as the numbers on her television change at a steady rate, but not in the direction she wants them to. When feelings of hopelessness begin to encroach on her mind, she stubbornly continues to relive her memories, optimistic that one day she'll be able to pass on her heritage to someone else. Every day, she mutters a few words to herself in Gaeilge, just to make sure she has not forgotten the language. She reads the words of James Joyce and Seamus Heaney, as it is now the safest way to explore her culture. She vows not to lose herself in the solitude, and to use her culture to feel a sense of connection to others. Eager for the day in which the outdoors become safe again, she promises herself that she will not repress her Irishness anymore. Miles away, a politician walks to his job in the Oireachtas, determined to provide aid to those suffering from the virus. He fully supports Ireland's contribution to the UN Global Humanitarian Response Plan. He believes that there is nothing better to do than invest all resources towards battling COVID-19 around the world. He knows that nobody is safe until everyone, everywhere, is safe. The man continues to struggle to find a balance between protecting public health and ensuring job security. He feels for the unemployed, wanting desperately to provide some relief. The politician wonders how to make up for the travel ban and loss of tourism and income in Ireland. To reassure himself, he takes comfort in the fact that Ireland's advanced technology allows the healthcare system to be better equipped to fight the virus, and hopes that the country will reopen soon. As he sits down at his dark brown wooden desk to start his day, he acknowledges that he has the power to bring relief, and vows to do so. Meanwhile, a man in Pennsylvania expresses his frustration that he cannot travel home to Ireland to visit his parents in the Marlay nursing home. He battles his feelings of helplessness as he hears the news that nursing home residents are at an increased risk for catching the virus, berating himself for not returning home sooner. Struggling with his feelings of loneliness, he seeks comfort in his sister, who lives alone in Australia. The pair speak over the phone often, but feel a strong detachment and disconnect when they converse, as they are unable to put their feelings into words. After every conversation, the man puts his phone down and stares at the 4 empty walls of his apartment, angry that something he cannot see is wreaking so much havoc. Like the woman, he turns to his television screen, hoping to see the numbers trend downward so he may return to Ireland, but no avail. The 1,000 has turned to 1 million, and the 1 million to 10 million. His plans of boarding a plane back to the Emerald Isle? Shattered. When he had left Ireland, he had never thought he would be barred re-entry, or banned from seeing his family. The man feels for those who share his story, and prays for a sense of normalcy to return soon. A few states over, in New Jersey, a young girl relates to the Pennsylvanian, but she's not Irish. She's Indian. That, however, does not limit her understanding of how it feels to be torn away from loved ones in a pandemic. She worries about her parents living in India, wondering how they are faring in relation to the rest of the country. She obsesses over her decision to leave. Was she being selfish? Should she have stayed with her family? She misses celebrating Diwali and dressing up in her sari to light fireworks alongside her friends and family. She regrets taking tradition and festivals for granted, wishing she enjoyed it more when she had the chance. Across the pond, her younger sister in London feels the same way. I feel this way, and so does my family. So does the rest of the world. Everyone has put their lives on hold, waiting for COVID-19 to disappear as quickly as it presented itself. We lean on each other for support because everyone understands what others are going through. Regardless of race, gender, sexuality, or religion, everyone longs for a glimmer of hope, signaling that a sense of normalcy will renew across the world. My family sat in silent worry when we heard that numerous loved ones had tested positive for the coronavirus. There was nothing to do but wait for the news to travel 9,000 miles across 2 oceans. We watched as those closest to us put their lives on the line to fight the disease adamantly on the front lines, as did many other families. The pandemic has shown that we, as humans, are more alike than we are different. We all long for the same thing: health, happiness, safety, security. The color of our skin, our ethnicity, or our nationality does not change the fact that we are all part of one united human race, with one united goal. COVID-19 has impacted millions of people in extremely different, yet similar ways. The pandemic and the danger it poses has united nations together to accomplish the goal of saving every life possible. Even warring nations cannot deny that they are now fighting the same enemy, a disease. India, the United States, Ireland, all completely different countries, now bound together with hundreds of other nations by a singular commonality: the memory of the coronavirus and the determination to end it.